Hey amazing people, welcome back once again to my channel. It's a girl Peace. So in today's video, I've taken you guys through the step-by-step method on how you can apply for qualified teacher status. This video will be useful for some people now and for some people later. Reason being that the portal has been opened for people who are specialized in sciences, languages and math, which was as February 1st. So you have to go through this link. And by May 2023, as I said in my previous video, more area of specialty will be added. And before the end of the year, according to the UK government, they'll be adding more subjects as well. And the portal will be open for all the teachers to apply. So this video will be very beneficial for you now or later. So please do well to save this video and also share to as many that will be interested to be a teacher in the United Kingdom. Moving forward, why have you not subscribed to my channel? Please kindly subscribe to my channel, okay? And let's interact. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, okay? And to my returning subscribers and my viewers, thank you for coming back. You guys are the most valued person. So let's head into today's video. So I'll be dropping this link in my comment section. I'll pin it because most people find it difficult to access my description box. I don't know, maybe I'm going to do a video about that because most times I put my links in my description box, but this very link, I'll be dropping it in my comment section. It'll be the first comment because I'll be pinning it down, okay? So this is the link. So you click on start now. You say check your eligibility to apply for qualified teacher status in England. Have you used this service before? You can click yes, sign in and continue application, or no, I need to check if I can apply. Then I'll put in, you put in your email. So in which country are you currently recognized as a teacher? This means you have all the qualifications needed to teach in the state school. You need to show that you've completed your teaching qualification in the country that you select. So I'll choose Nigeria. This is an example, okay? So you can choose any country of your choice, any country that you are currently. Sorry, Nigeria, not Nigerian. This type of continue. Do you have a teaching qualification that was completed in Nigeria? So your teaching qualification must have been completed in the country where you are recognized as a teacher to be eligible for QTS. So qualification gained from other countries should not be included in your application. So I'll say yes for the purpose of this video. So do you have a university degree? Your degree should include your teaching qualification, or it could be a degree in another subject. So I'll say yes. So if you don't understand, you can ask why we asked this. You can check for more explanation about that, but I need to continue my video. Are you qualified to teach children aged 11 to 16 years? In England, 11 to 16 is the age for secondary education. You must be qualified to teach children in this age range to apply for QTS. So this particular this particular one is for people that is teaching secondary school, okay, not primary school teachers. So I'll say yes. Does your teaching qualification or university degree qualify you to teach one of the following subjects? So like I said, this portal is open for people specialized in specialized in sciences, math and English, but subsequently they'll add more subjects. So for now, this is what this is the subject, this is the area of specialty they need. So like they said, you need to upload your certificate along with the transcript that shows all the modules you study and the scores you achieved, okay? So math, science, biology, chemistry, physics, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Latin, Mandarin, Russian and Spanish. So if you're specialized in any of these languages, I'll click on yes. You can also check what we mean by qualified. So you do that when you go on for yourself. I'll click on continue. How long have you been employed as a recognized teacher? We need to know how long you've been employed as a teacher since completing your teaching qualification. I'll put 9 months to 20 months for the purpose of this video. Yeah, it's an example. You have to put the one that tarries with you. So we will ask for email address for contact who can verify your work history. If you're successful, we will contact them before awarding QTS. You can also check how to calculate your work experience. Do you have any sanctions or restrictions on your employment record? To teach in England, your teaching record must have no sanctions, restrictions, penalties, or instances of misconduct. So do you have any sanctions? I will say no. Continue. You are eligible to apply for qualified English teacher status in England. Based on the information you've given us, you can apply for QTS. Yeah? Preparing to apply. If you decide to apply, you will need to provide a range of evidence. We will ask you to upload some scans, photos, or original files. You may want to spend some time gathering all the documents you need before you start your application. Once you begin, we will sign you out if you are inactive for 60 minutes. You will need to complete your application within 6 months of starting it. What we will ask for? You will need to provide the following evidence when you apply. So when you pass that stage and it is seen that you are qualified to apply, you need to have all your documents ready, because as you are clicking on each section, you are providing your evidences, and if you are inactive for 60 minutes, you log out and then you get to start afresh again. So for proof of identity, you must provide one of the following: passport, any of your country passport must not be expired. Yeah, birth certificate, national identity card that shows your date of birth and nationality, and must not be expired. So you must provide one. Either you provide passport in original format, or your birth certificate, or your ID. Yeah. So if your name has changed, you'll be required to provide additional documents. Okay. Then proof of qualification. You must hold a teaching qualification that's equivalent to a UK level 6 or higher. So if you're in this link, you can check if you hold a qualification that is equivalent to or higher than a level 6. So if that qualification is equivalent to level 6 but is not a degree, you must also be able to provide evidence that you hold a separate degree. We will need to understand the level to which your qualifications were focused on developing practical teaching skills. For any qualification you submit, you need to provide a certificate, a transcript, or a diploma supplement. Okay, so that's under your proof of qualification. So that's under your proof of qualification. Sorry about that. So then we all know what a transcript is now, so you need to request that from your school. So we cannot accept the National Certificate in Education, NCE, or the Teacher's Certificate Grade 2 from Nigeria, as this does not meet the required level. Why are they so much interested in Nigeria? Why are they attacking Nigeria? So that unfortunately they cannot accept NCE or Teacher Certificate Grade 2 from Nigeria, as this does not meet the required level. We only accept applications from teachers who are qualified to teach children aged 11 to 16 in one of the following subjects: math, science, biology, chemistry, physics, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Latin, Mandarin, Russian, or Spanish. You will need to provide evidence that either your teaching qualification specifically shows you can teach one of these subjects, or at least 50% of your university degree was in one of them. You get what I mean? So is it that you show that you are specialized in teaching Spanish, or your university degree shows that 50% of it you were focused on learning that language. Okay. Proof of English language ability. There are 4 ways to prove your English language ability. So one is that you are born in or have citizenship of an exempt country. If you were born in or hold citizenship of any of these listed countries, you are exempt from English language requirements. These are the countries listed: Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Canada, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, Ireland, Malta, New Zealand. Listed. These are all the countries who are exempt from providing their proof of English. So if you are not exempt by birth or citizenship, you must be able to provide your evidence of English language ability in one of the following ways. So these are the following ways. Upload a transcript from your teaching qualification or native degree, which you can request from an institution where you study, of course. Check the exempt countries listed in born or have citizenship of an exempt country. If you study in a country that's not exempt, if your teaching qualification or university degree was taught exclusively in the English language, you can upload an official document, which is sometimes called medium of instruction. You can request this from the institution where you study. So provide an approved English language certificate. So if you are not a citizen of those countries listed before now, you have to provide an evidence that you understand English, you can speak English, you can read in English, and you can write in English. That's where IELTS come into effect. So you need to write an IELTS exam, a language certificate you can accept, a PSM they can accept that, PSI services we can accept, Trinity College London we can accept. This test must be awarded within the last 2 years before the date of the application. So if you have a current IELTS exam and you pass it, you can use it for this application, because it must be within the last 2 years. Find and approve, provide you need to get blah blah. So now prove that you're recognized as a teacher. So you need to provide a letter of professional standing from the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. This is because I chose Nigeria as where I am from. That's why it's giving me what I need to provide as a Nigerian. Yeah. So you should request it by emailing. This is the email. You cannot send these documents yourself. Instead, you must contact the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria and ask them to send it directly to us at, that's the link, blah 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 blah. Okay, the document must confirm that you've completed a teaching qualification, teacher training, you've successfully completed any period of professional experience comparable to an induction period if required, that your authorization to teach that has never been suspended, barred, cancelled, revoked, or restricted, and that they have no sanctions against you. The age ranges and subjects you are qualified to teach. That you are qualified to teach at state or government school. This must be dated within 3 months of you applying for QTS. If we did not receive the document within 90 days of the date that you submit the application, you will need to close the application. Okay? You should request a letter of professional standing from the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria by emailing. That's the email in your screen. You can only do this after you've applied to us for QTS. This will not require you to pay a fee of 60,000 naira and provide copies of your teaching document. You also need to provide your QTS application reference number as a proof that you've applied. So before you go ahead to meet the Teachers Regulation Council of Nigeria, must have applied for your QTS from UK before that. Proof of work history. You need to show you have been employed as a teacher in a school for 1 year school, 9 months of active teaching or more since becoming recognized as a teacher. Yeah, so that's everything there. So certified translation. If your documents are not written in English, you must provide certified translations at your own cost for your qualifications, transcript, proof that you recognize a teacher. You do not need translation for ID or change of name document. So it's all about translating. You don't speak for now. Now that I have all my documents intact, all my evidence intact, apply for QTS. Your email address, blah blah blah. We will use this to send you a code to continue with your QTS application. Do not use a work or emergency email that you might lose access to. So when you put in your email address, they'll send you a code and your entry code. Yeah, when you receive the code, this is how it will look like in your email. With the government website. Use this code to confirm your email address, 878201. So when I've put in the code now, so apply for qualified teacher status. You have completed 0. So now you started this application on the 3rd of February 2023. Application must be completed within 6 months. So you need to complete it before 3rd August 2023. So I'm not interested in this job, so I'm just showing an example. So this is how far you can go. I don't want to put my details anymore. Yeah. So about you, your necessary documents, your below this, your qualifications. This is what you need to put. Your age range you can teach, subjects you can teach, your English language proficiency, your work history, proof that you're recognized as a teacher. Then you save and sign out. Yeah. I think that's all. They say we will aim to respond to you within 2 working days. So, if you have watched this video up to this very point, then you have done a great thing for yourself, because sooner or later, this link will be useful for you. Okay, so I wish you guys the best in your application, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay. Tell your fellow teachers, tell your fellow friends who love teaching and who are specialized in different languages. The time is now for them to apply to come to the UK. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching my video, and until next time, bye-bye.